Hello guys, what's up? I hope you'll be fine and good. In this tutorial we will talk about exterior rendering in Enscape, very simple and easy, and this is the quick tutorial for beginners. So first of all, you need to create some camera in your view management. I created render number 1 before this tutorial, so I'm going to click on it and the scene switched for me. So now I'm going to click on the save frame, click on the projection, change it to the 2-point perspective, and now I want to click on the visual setting in here. So I need to reduce the field of view as I can to make some normal zoom and focusing on my job. I think 56% is enough and everything is done for me in here. So I need to turn off the auto exposure to see what really happened, and you can see your screen get a little bit more brighter than the other times. So if you want to use automatic exposure, you need to reduce the exposure in some type of projects like this from 50 to the 48%. I want to increase the rendering quality to the ultra mode, and now I'm going to click on the depth of field, turn off the autofocus, and now I want to play with the focal point, and I want to focus on these facade design in here. So 9.78 is enough, and for the depth of field 9% is enough. After a minute you can see what really happened, and Enscape will detect all the surfaces and it can be focus on all of them automatically, very simple and easy. So I'm going to click on the image bar in here. Auto contrast turned on for me before this tutorial, and if you turn it off you can see what really happened. I prefer to use auto contrast completely as a main render setting for myself, 102 for the saturation and 8000 Kelvin for the color temperature. So motion blur is about 0 because we didn't create any type of necessary and special animations. Lens flare can be decreased to the 34 because we don't have any direct sun in our render, and bloom option is about 6%. Vignette can be decreased to the 24 and chromatic aberration is 0. In the atmosphere, I don't want to use fog because it affects on my sun, but right now I can use a little bit of it, about 6%, and the height of it is about 46. And you can see the effects of your lighting if you pay more attention to your real-time renders. Sun brightness is about 66% because I need some more lighter sound for myself. Night sky brightness not really useful right now. Shadow sharpness related to these shadows, and you can see it in the interior design. If I increase it to the 100, we will have some hard shadows, and if I decrease it lower than 50%, we can manage some soft shadows for our job. 26% is enough. Artificial light brightness is about 88, and ambient brightness is a hyperlight in Lumion or D5 rendering engine, and in here is about 44%. The skybox is not really important in here because we use white cubes as the main source, but if you want to play with your rotation, you can see what really happened, and sometimes it can affect on your lighting. So I prefer to use on the 0 because it's not really important for myself, and output is okay. So everything is done in here, and now I'm gonna minimize Enscape at the right side and SketchUp in the left side or right, something like that. So I have some problem with these trees in here. I'm gonna delete one of them to see what really happened, and another one in here and another one in here, and you can see it can be make your render more realistic. Sometimes you can use the scale option and rescale some of them, not all of them. For example, this one can be get a little bit smaller than the others, something like that. For example, click on the move option, adjust it completely correct in your scene. Click on this one. In this case, I can reduce the size of it. Click on the move option, move it to this place, and this one will be deleted. So it helps you to make more realistic renders. In here, I want to reduce the increase the scale of this one, 1.06, something like that, and everything is good. So I think time for the rendering, and now I want to render my job, but I don't know how. First of all, this is my first camera shot in here. So if I press F, click on the create view, I can make another view, maybe something like this. So the pitch and yaw and coordinates are not really important, and I only want to rename it render 2 and press save. But with this different, if I click on the render number 2, I can change the sun, maybe something like that, You can see the sun flare in here. And if I play more with the azimuth, I can create these type of lightings, and I think it's really great for my job, something like that. So I'm going to click on the save option, render 1 and render 2 saved for me. So I want to render both of these images at the same period of time. So I need to click on the visual setting, because this is the tutorial. I don't want to use ultra quality. I will change it to the high quality and resolution on the full HD. So I'm sorry about it. You need to click on the batch rendering and select your renders and click on the render images. Now you can render both of them at the same period of time. I will select desktop as the main place for selecting this renders place, desktop. And after a minute or seconds, it depends on your config and system power, you can see what really happened, and both of the renders will be done one by one after each other. So I think it's a useful way for people who want to render all of their projects, shots, and galleries at the same period of time, and help them to optimize their time and management. So I hope this tutorial useful for you and you enjoy from this tutorial. If you like this tutorial, please like and subscribe our YouTube channel. Thanks for your time, thanks for watching, and